my channel. If you are new here, hi, hello, my name is Michelle. Welcome to my channel. If you could please hit that subscribe button and that little bell button right next to it so you can be notified every time I upload a video like today. If you guys saw my Instagram live today, or actually yesterday, you guys know that we today are making suegras, something called suegras, and I just wanted to give you guys, if you guys didn't see that video, I'm gonna give you guys like a little story of why they're called suegras. Okay, so suegras, if you guys are familiar with the term, and maybe you guys are going through it, I don't know that mother-in-laws are kind of overprotective of their sons. And they're kind of, you know, I don't know how to explain it. Like, but supposedly, like, dicen que las suegras son bravas. So my grandpa made this dish one day. My grandma was, I think, out in the grocery store or out at work or something like that. And my grandpa was hungry, and all that was in the fridge was manteca, tortillas, queso cotija, onion, tomatillos, chile de árbol, and ajo. So he is like, you know what, I'm gonna make something up right here, and that is how the suegras were born. Grandma got home, she was like, what are you eating? And he's like, suegras. And my grandma's like, well, what are you talking about? Like, what, suegras? And then he's like, yeah. So she tasted it, she's like, oh my god, you know, you're like super spicy. And he's like, suegras, porque están bien bravas. So that's why they are called suegras, because they're son bien bravas. That's what suegras are. And I hope you guys like this video because it's my grandpa's recipe.
Hello my beauties, welcome to Food Friday.
Alright guys, so what we're gonna need for this recipe is tomatillo, garlic, chile de árbol, some chicken bouillon, manteca, pig lard, tortillas, onion, and cotija cheese. I have 8 tomatillos, so what you want to do is peel them. Just like that. Depends on how much suegras you're going to make. Right here I have 6 tomatillos, and these I'm going to wash and I'm going to put in a pot. Along with this, I'm also going to put 1 to 2 garlic cloves and then a handful of chiles. Now, the chiles have to be your liking. If you want more chile, put more chile. I'm just going to put about this much chile because these chiles are really, really spicy. At least this bag that I got is really, really spicy. These are from the Mexicano brand. So I'm just going to take off the rabito right here. Okay, so for the chiles de árbol, I'm just going to take the little stem off here. And I'm also going to wash these because they do have like little dirt in them. I'm just going to give them a nice rinse, and then I'm going to put them in a pot. I have my tomatillos and my chiles de árbol. They're nice and washed. I'm going to add some water to this, just enough so they could cook nicely. And I'm going to add my garlic to this as well. Now we're going to put it on the stove. Let them cook. I'm going to know this is ready when the tomatillos turn color. While that's going, we're going to go ahead and cut our onion, and we're going to crumble our cotija cheese. This is cotija cheese. I got the one from El Mexicano brand. You can get whatever brand you want, but this is the one that I had at my store. You want to dice your onion. So haz de cuenta if you're making enchiladas, just like that. Just that instead of it being queso fresco, it's going to be cotija cheese. And you know how I do it. You know. Now we're going to get our cotija cheese. Go ahead and open it. And with clean hands, just going to crumble it. Just crumble it. And this is really easy to
crumble. So just, you gotta do that.
Give this a nice mix and incorporate the onion and the queso really, really well. And we're going to set this aside because now we're going to work on our tortillas. To prepare our tortillas, we're gonna need some manteca, some lard, pig lard, and I couldn't find the other one. If you could find the brown manteca like in your local Mexican grocery store, that works perfectly. If you can't find manteca at all, it's the only one that I could find here around where I live. I don't know if there's a shortage, I don't know, but this is the only one I could find today. If you can't find this, then you could use oil as well. So you get your tortillas, right? And this is where it gets messy. So get your spoon. You could use your hand. I usually use my hand. Get your spoon. You're gonna get your tortilla and spread the manteca all over the tortilla. I really like the brown one because it has more of a pig taste and it's way easier to spread as well. But I mean, that's what I'm telling you guys. If you could use your hand instead, because the heat from your hand actually melts the tortilla. I'm going to show you exactly what I mean. So you just want to do this, exactly this, to your tortilla, front and back. And you're going to do that to all your tortillas. So just like that, front and back. So I'm telling you, it gets really messy. Get another one. Make sure you're wiping that. That's why you have to make sure your hands are super clean. So you get some manteca, very little, and just rub that baby in there. Let me get another one, and just keep on doing that. If you could let your manteca out in room temperature for a little while, that's actually great, because that way it'll be way easier to spread. So our salsa, our tomatillos are ready. As I told you guys, we want the tomatillos to change color, and they actually did. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and put it in the blender so we could blend it. Now here's a tip. I don't know if it really works or not, because this has not happened to me. Notice that a lot of you guys say that your salsa sours. What you could do is let the tomatillos cool down completely before actually blending it. I learned from my mom, but honestly, I mean, she's done it both ways and she says that there's no difference. I don't know if it's the tomatillos you guys are using, or I'm not really, maybe you're not picking them right. I'm not really sure what the factors are, but if your salsa keeps on getting sour, you can let them cool down completely. So now we have everything in our blender, but before we start blending, I'm gonna go ahead and add some chicken bouillon to it, just to season it up a little bit, and then we're gonna blend that baby up. Alright guys, so now we have our salsita right here, and it's super, super yummy. Look at that color. Look at, if you guys could smell this, it smells so bomb. So what we're actually going to do now is gonna form like a little assembling line. I have here un plato. For each suegra, we're gonna need 2 tortillas, one for the bottom, one for the top. So we're gonna go ahead and get 1 tortilla. Place it, add your cheese. Así mero. And then add your salsita. As much or as little as you want. My mom doesn't like it with any salsas. When my grandpa usually makes them for her, he doesn't put any chile on it at all. It's just queso and cebolla. So that's basically what we're gonna do for everything. Luego tu chilito. As much or as little chile as you want. And then your tortilla. And then you place another one on top, and then keep on going. Turn on our stove. Nice and hot before you put on your suegras. Alrighty guys. Comal is nice and hot. We're gonna go ahead and start putting our suegras one by one. We're gonna crisp them up very, very well, and then we're gonna flip. You can let them be as crispy as you'd like, and then we're just gonna go ahead and flip. This one needed a little more crisp for my liking. This one needs a little more crisping, but it's up to you. You could flip them at however long you want. Just make sure it crisps up on both sides. Okay, so these look about ready. We're gonna go ahead and plate them up. And there you guys have it, some bomb suegras. Let's open one up so you guys could see. Look at that, el humito y todo. How delicious. You could even add some more chile on top of it if that's what you guys want to do. I mean, it's all up to you, but this is it. These are suegras. That song is stuck in my head, you guys. The if you guys have TikTok, that thing has been all over TikTok. Anywho, if you guys like this recipe, let me know with a little thumbs up. That helped me out a whole bunch. If you guys could please subscribe, share, and like all that good stuff. that would be great too. You don't have to, but you could. Yeah, I hope you guys like this recipe. Thank you guys so much for being here today. And before we end this, you guys know it's like a little ritual here. I have to shout out one of my girls. And today we are shouting out Miss Karina. She made this bomb. The bomb agua de pepino con limon. She did have her little twist to it. She added chia and that looks delicious. If you guys have not seen that recipe, I have it over on my Instagram. And if you guys don't know, if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, we do put videos de aguas frescas every Monday. We try to put videos de aguas frescas for hashtag agua fresca Mondays or hashtag sweetwater Mondays on my Instagram. So you guys go check that out. I will leave everything down below. If you want to be featured on my next video, don't forget to tag me, at me, hashtag me, send it over in my DMs, you know, do all that good stuff so you guys could have a chance to be featured as well. Thank you guys so much for being here. I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!